Hi, my name is Dave. I'm your host. You're listening to the last podcast, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. If this is your first time listening, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you listening, and I hope you continue to find tips, ideas, and value from listening to this podcast. Today is Poetry Friday, and that's where I share a little poetry with you. And today I only have one poem, and this poem is called I Love Springtime. I love the way spring tiptoes in, with sunlight stretching wide, shining through the window as I wake up and grin. It nudges winter out the door and says, "You've stayed long enough. We've had enough snow, sleet, and rain. As you leave, don't drip on my floor." The flowers waken, color changing, glooming winter days to shades of laughter and pink, gold, and soft bright reds too. The trees put on their finest green, like they've been waiting all year to be seen. Don't you love that too? The air feels lighter on your skin, like hope itself is trying to settle in. The birds, they sing joyfully, serenading the air. Winter is over and joy is waiting at our feet. Take a moment. How wonderful. How sweet. I love springtime. Spring is where we bloom again, where silent roots rise up within, where winter dread begins to fade and room for brighter dreams are made. What looked to sleep was still alive, just gathering strength so it can thrive. Dreams come alive in springtime air with new beginnings everywhere. The earth itself seems to declare, start now, grow bold, become, repair, and somehow even laughter grows in muddy shoes and in ruddy nose, and pollen floating with such pride, like nature squeezed and trudged. I try. The busy bees, they're all over, full of cheer, like tiny bosses clocking in the time of the year. The gardens stretch, the rivers sing, and joy comes dressed in everything. A budding branch, a longer day, a child outside eager to play. The world throws off its heavy coats and trades its silence for a note of wonder, movement, life, and song. And the kind that says, no matter what, you still belong. So let spring dance across your soul and mend the places that are not yet whole. Let it remind you that your heart is here to see, that grows invisibly. That after every hard night, after every smallest seed still seeks light, there is one thing to remember. And maybe that spring is that sweet kind of art. It doesn't only wake in the earth, it wakes from within your heart. It tells us softly with a grin, you've made it through. You made it through another winter. You made it through another storm. You made it through, and this is where you belong. Now begin that something, that fire that's within you. Begin that new opportunity. Begin that new business. Whatever you do, no matter what, put that first step forward. Begin. My name is Dave. You're listening to the last podcast. Before I end this podcast today, I am going to play a couple of some of my favorite poems. It's getting close to that time where next week would be 3 years I would be without my wife. So I am playing this in memory of her. Thanks a lot. Do me a favor, subscribe, and like this podcast. Be blessed. Unforgettable. I treasure life's seconds with you. You're all I think of. In the tender moments of embrace, we shared love. Under the crackling sounds in the fireplace, I gently kissed her upon her shoulder, and it's love that I taste. Love. I thought to myself, where do I begin as I savor the taste of her soft, beautiful skin? She said, I love the way you hold me like this. Don't ever let go. I remember whispering in her ear, telling her how much I loved her. Oh, how I loved her so. I looked into her eyes, wishing every moment can stay suspended in time so that I could look back and see the sparkle in her eyes and remember the beauty of her intelligence that stirred up my mind. I remember. It was the 15th of December, 1981. We were surrounded by no one under the stars in the deep dark blue is where it all began. We became one. I stared into her eyes as she said, "This must be fate." We laughed and simultaneously realized we were meant to be soulmates. Running my fingers ever so gently along the side of her face, and she laughed in such a provocative way. Time seemed to disappear as the night became day. We held each other in timeless moment that could never be taken away. We loved each other so profoundly that the ocean was like a small pond with every motion we fell upon. Love's embrace, carefree, left only to see the love shining upon each other's face. We continued to hold each other, feeling the warmth of our embrace. We talked for hours. It was as if we found hidden treasure in the words of our conversation. It can only be deemed heavenly's grace. What we shared was truly incredible. I will cherish the memories of our love that will remain etched in my heart and remain unforgettable. Midnight Love. Hey, baby. I hope you have a minute. I want to share a poem that I've written about us. It's called Midnight Love. In the velvet night where stars align, I see visions of you so bright. In the deep of the night where silence creep, the moonlight shines upon your lips with a tender glow that's so sweet. Across galaxies, our love breaks through boundaries, a ballad of love, a tale told for centuries. When I first saw your face, I knew it was love at first sight. It was as if my soul yearned for you day and night. I was mesmerized by your beautiful brown eyes. I couldn't even say hi when you said hello, but I knew you were my sunrise and I couldn't let you go. Our love is like magic. We're under its spell. Our love is like the hidden mysteries and stories to tell. Your eyes, oh, how they're like the common seas. Before I met you, I must have been in bondage because loving you has set me free. Our love is like a timeless space, fluid in motion, a love filled with God's grace. Deep in your chambers of love, I long to stay, caressing you as the ocean sway. In your waves, I journey in peace, loving you from Aspen to Greece, motion in the ocean until you find that sweet morning's release. Let us love freely, clasping our hands so tightly while loving each other deeply until we're drained completely, embracing the moment until day, loving one another in every way. I love you. It's true, I find solace in you. I can finally breathe fresh air as I see clear there is no me without you here. Since you set me free, my heart sings a symphony, bound by our heart's harmony. I just want the world to know how much you mean to me. I want to tell the world what I found, life's oyster of love, a gem so profound. As a white dove, in you I found pure love. Let us love freely, clasping our hands so tightly, while loving each other deeply until we're drained completely, embracing the moment until day, loving one another in every way. I love you.